Hello everybody and welcome to Jacy's Jurassic Park. 5 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be worth the wait? Probably not. So the idea for this series, ladies and... Oh, there's a fire behind me. The idea for this series, ladies and gentlemen, is that I'm going to build Jacy's Jurassic Park. My own version of Jurassic Park. You know, that thing for that one film and the other films and stuff. Yeah, that thing. So this is going to be a Let's Build series. There's going to be no survival. And I'm going to more or less focus on one aspect of the park per episode. Now, it's worth mentioning that I'm not a particularly amazing builder, so I'm not expecting, you know, anything jaw-dropping from this. But hopefully I have fun and learn along the way and you can watch with me. Really, dog. But I'm hoping to learn some building skills from this, and I'm going to bring you along the journey. So the first thing we need to do is find a decent location that we can actually build in. Oh, you go so slow in 1.7.10. It's probably worth mentioning that I'm using the Rexit mod pack for this. So it's got a ton of dinosaur stuff and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't really understand and probably won't even touch. I'm just here to make a few cool buildings and look at some dinosaurs. It's taken forever to move about and find a decent location, but I think I'm going to settle for this area. I'll probably move over there a lot as well, build a little cute bridge and stuff, and look, there's a little pond there for the underwater dinosaurs if there are any. But I think I'm going to start here, and I actually think that this would be a good spot for a helipad, a way of coming in to the Not-So Island, and then that could be the main area of Jacy's Jurassic Park. I think it looks decently sized, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So this build was heavily inspired by this picture of a helipad from, I believe, one of the Jurassic Park films or Jurassic World films. I basically used this as a base design and some of the colours within it to get me started and get some ideas flowing, and then hopefully some of my own creativity and ideas come into the mix, which thankfully it did, whether it was accidental or intentional. And after looking through the many variations of blocks within this mod pack, I was able to come up with some form of a design which I think turned out well. For the four corners of the helipad, I used the colours black and yellow to represent some form of a hazard, as it is a helipad and I wanted to use some colours that showed how dangerous a helipad area could be if you're not careful. So it was nice to incorporate this into the design. I also wanted some barrier for the staircases, so I ended up using nether brick fences and quartz slabs. In this texture pack they worked really well together and they fit the design that I was aiming for, so I decided to use those. Now for the bridge for what's going to be the mainland of the park, I really liked the marble blocks and slabs in this texture pack, so I decided to use those to kind of give it a clean look. I was originally going to use wood, but I decided that this looked way better. These textures looked kind of prehistoric and historical and still looked clean, so I thought that they were the best pick for this, and I think that it worked really well. I continued incorporating the nether brick fences into my designs by adding it to the bridge to add some sort of barrier so you wouldn't really fall, as well as underneath the bridge to give it some support. I also added some torches on top to give it a bit of light, but I'll probably change that in the future, who knows. For the path, I used glowstone as barriers to shine the light forward onto the bridge. I wanted this area to be really lit up so people could see where they're going and so the helicopters could see where they're landing and all that jazz. I also incorporated the quartz block to continue the theme of quartz with the quartz slabs used on the helipad and the bridge. And I also used yellow hardened clay to make the path look somewhat like a road so people know where they're going. And overall I feel like all these blocks work well together, but I will likely change the design in the future, who knows. And there we have everything that I've built in this episode. Let's take a proper look at how everything looks. And there we have, ladies and gentlemen, the beginning stages of Jacy's Jurassic Park. We have this helicopter place here, where the helicopter will land. There isn't actually any helicopters, but pretend there is. and it will land like here, and there's zombies under there. I think that's very cool. And then I try to do something with these stairs, make it look interesting. Yes, I know there's 4 and then 4 and then 3 then 3, but it looks alright. It's not too bad. I'm probably gonna change this a little bit down the line, but for now I think it's a good start to the beginning stages of the park. And then you kind of come along this quartz path. I might do a retexture of the road and how it looks and stuff, because I'm not 100% on this area, but I think it looks okay for now. And then we go over to the bridge. I really like the bridge. Maybe we can find another light source. I think it works for now, just so it's not, you know, too dark and dangerous. And this is all out of marble, which I think really works well. It's got a really nice texture in this texture pack, which is, or resource pack, sorry, which is in the description. And then you come over here to the mainland, which will be Jacy's Jurassic Park. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm sorry if the content in it, oh my god, that is a dark helipad. Ooh. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it, right? No, hold on. There we go, I made a few slight changes. It's probably going to be changed again in the future, but that looks much more like a helipad. You know, realistically, if a helicopter was here, this area would need to be lit up so it can see it, and then it can just land right there. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry if this wasn't much for this beginning episode, but I wanted to get this out for the anniversary of the trailer that I made like 5 years ago, just for like the meme, you know. But I think we've got a good little start. For now, this is Jacy's Jurassic Park. I've been Jacy to the forward. This has not been my park yet because it's not built, and I will see you next time. Adios, amigos.